this department, we usually don't let them schedule a defense until everything is in place and Chapter 5 has been written and reviewed by the committee and everybody is happy with it. That doesn't mean questions won't come up at the defense, because that's expected. And usually the committee will look through and say, you know, I don't see this, and give the student that opportunity to improve what they've written up, expand it, so that when they get to the defense, they're really ready to defend. They're confident. They know they've got it.
I had 3 people on my committee. And like I said, I had a couple of people mention something, because they do publish it. People are able to come. Those people kind of kid me, well, can we come? And I'm like, no, not on your life. That would just make me more nervous.
You know, some people who thought they were going to be supportive of me to be in there, and I just said, no, really, I would prefer not. Obviously they sent me to the hallway. It does the same procedure they did with the proposal prior to, 15 minutes later, you're still standing out there like, did you forget me?
It's important not to put too much information on the slides, because you really don't want to read this to the committee. They've already read it. So what you want to do is get the ideas out there, talk about them from your perspective. By this time, you should be very confident in what you're doing and what you're going after. So just walk in and consider it not as a make or break, but a really good professional conversation.
I think mine was about 20 minutes to maybe a half hour. I guess it's just your communication style. So some people will go in there and they sort of just present, and then there's questions. It was more of a Q&A while we were having the presentation, but it just depends on your style.
Around 45 minutes. Do a presentation, right? So that's when, I asked lots of questions. I looked at some from my chair. I looked at some from presentations from other chairs, and there were some really different, where you have a lot of the lit review still in it, or you have minor lit review in it. And I just got samples, and I looked at a lot of samples, and then I kind of came up with what worked for me, what made sense for me. I had the option of either standing or sitting to do it. I sat, because I just felt it was more of a conversational kind of thing versus it was just more comfortable for me. But that's how I proposed. They gave me the choice.